Although I've barely been principal of our incumbent leadership group for just over 72 hours, I would like to explore something extraordinary that I only realized last night as I was looking at the profiles of our leaders. There are great sages throughout history that were able to glance into a person's eyes and to be able to look into their soul, to utilize their eyes as a window into their inner working and inner beings. I don't claim to be such a sage, but we all have a handle. We all have insight into one's soul, because the soul was given a name. Your Hebrew name that was bestowed upon you by your parents, we're told in the Talmud, is done so with divine inspiration, Ruach HaKodesh. It is not by chance. I'd like to take that a step further this afternoon and say that you and your special soul name and the choice of leadership portfolio and set of responsibilities that you've been given have been guided by the divine hand, by Hashgacha Pratit. And just watch this. It's extraordinary. Liat Golda, aka Liat Grossman. Liat means you are mine. It's a constant reminder that we all belong to Hashem. Golda, fine gold, representing dedicating the choicest and best of our talents and our abilities in our service of Hashem in all we do. Liat, you need to use your portfolio and innate abilities to connect those around you with higher purpose by dedicating the best of their talents and abilities in the service of Hashem and in making Moriah proud by debating and public speaking. Ilan, aka Oliver Segerman. Ilan is a tree focused on personal growth with firmly rooted values like a tree's roots, hidden humbly under the soil, but evident in everything you do. The Talmud also tells us that the ultimate purpose of a tree is to bear fruit and seeds which bear further trees and fruit, to cultivate leadership in others. As leader of SRC, your job is to make more leaders. Yehudit, aka Sophie Mike. Yehudit comes from the word lehodot, or hoda'ah, to express appreciation. Hakarat tov, to recognize all the good and blessings that we have in our life. It is such an essential trait in Judaism, showing hoda'ah, appreciation, that the entire Jewish nation has become known as Yehudim. Yehudit also cunningly and fearlessly did away with the Assyrian general Holofernes when they invaded Israel. She actually beheaded him. Yehudit, you can bring out the quintessential expression of Jewish identity and appreciation, together with unwavering bravery through your PR and communications portfolio. Michael, aka Alex Basarabi. Mi ke'eh. Who is like Hashem? It's actually a rhetorical question because no one can be like Hashem. But the Archangel Michael, the guardian angel of the Jewish people who was sent on so many missions and was always an effective, eloquent advocate for the Jewish people. Michael or Alex, the best PR and comms leader our nation, our school could ever have. Yashba, Jasper Gaba. The last of the 12 stones in the Kohen Gadol's high priest's chest plate was actually the most exquisite of the stones, the Yashba. It had a red, black, green hue. Each of the stones was engraved with one of the names of the 12 tribes. The Yashba was engraved with the name Binyamin, but it also had two more words added to it. Shiftei Ka, tribes of Hashem, containing all the beauty of the entire nation. Yashba, you are leading the performing arts portfolio, expressing the beauty of all the tribes of Israel, of all the children of Moriah, through their artistic abilities. Aiden Blecher, Aden actually means soft, smooth, pleasurable, causing enjoyment. It's a powerful name. In fact, Aden also reminds us of Gan Eden, the Garden of Eden. Aden has the power to spread enjoyment and pleasurable experience throughout his performing arts portfolio across the entire year. Yael, aka Isabella Schultz. Yael actually means an ibex or a mountain goat, one of the most agile creatures in existence. It's swift. It has the extraordinary ability to balance and traverse extreme terrain. Truly a very sporty being. Yael was also the wife of Hever Akeni, the Canaanite. Yael took care of the general Sisera as he was fleeing the prophetess Deborah and General Barak when he took refuge in her home and she assassinated him with a tent peg, showing extreme strength and bravery. Yael, a true sports captain. Noach Yisachar Dov, aka Noah Felish. Noah, the hero of the Mabul of the flood. With mighty persistence, little known is that it actually took him 120 years to construct that ark against a prevalent society. Yisachar, one of the 12 sons of Yaakov, he was known as the scribe of Torah scholars. They carried the yoke of Torah. And Dov, simply the mighty bear. Noach, Yisachar, Dov, Noah, combines persistence, conviction, and scholarly wisdom with the might of a bear into his role as sports captain. Matan, aka Matt Nurek. Matan is a gift, a devoted, selfless person. Matan was also a strategic military leader in King Tzidkiyahu's army, and he led his troops to victory time and again. Matan, you are the perfect person to devote yourself selflessly and strategically to lead the Hillel house to victory. Hannah, Cassie Bogler. Hannah, the awe-inspiring wife of Elkanah, she prayed in the Mishkan, the tabernacle, with such fervor and outpouring that when Eli the Kohen Gadol saw her praying, he approached Hannah and he said, "What are you doing here drunk?" And she responded, "I'm not drunk. It is the intensity of prayer and request and devotion to tefillah that is motivating me." I also can't let this opportunity pass because Hannah, Cassie, is the captain for Herzl House. Herzl's Yortzeit was yesterday, 1904, 21st day of Tammuz. His famous expression on a beautiful painting here in our college, "In Tirtzu, Ein Zo Agada." If you wish, it is no dream. Hannah, Cassie, as devoted and fearless Herzl House captain, you can make dreams a reality. Miriam, aka Miashur. Miriam was the greatest prophetess of all time. She had tremendous insight and common sense. She could look ahead and anticipate the future. She was the conductor of all the women as they sang to thank Hashem after they crossed Kriyat Yamsuf when the sea split. She was devoted to looking after her little brother Moshe, and she was unafraid to even confront the all-powerful power. Miriam Mia will be the strategic, future-oriented Ezra House captain, looking fearlessly after each of Ezra's interests in every member of that house. Eitan Yaakov, Eitan Tower. Eitan, coming from Nachal Eitan, the mighty, powerful, consistent like a raging river, says the Mishnah. And Yaakov, from the word Akev, meaning heel. We know the story. Yaakov didn't want his brother Esav to be born first. He didn't want to let him get away with it, so he grabbed onto his heel. Eitan Yaakov will be a formidable and powerful Akiva house captain, not allowing anyone to get away with beating him. Sarah Goldberg. Sarah was the ultimate mother of our nation. She was a regal princess, which is actually the very meaning of her name. She had such great intuition that even when her husband, Avraham Avinu, the first Jew, doubted her, he was told by Hashem, listen to your wife Sarah and obey everything she tells you. Listen to all that our vice captain Sarah tells you. She is intuitive and a natural leader. Noam, it's extraordinary. The first thing that came to mind is Darchei Noam. All the ways of the Torah are the ways of Noam, of beauty, chen, charm, and pleasantness. The real challenge is to be pleasant inwardly and outwardly, to align all that you do with what you think and feel. Noam has a magnificent, charming alignment through his life. Be a pleasant and beautiful leader for all those who work with him as vice captain. Miriam, aka Jade Cohen. Miriam. The name itself has a dual meaning. The first meaning is mar, bitterness, like maror, because Miriam was born into the peak of Egyptian slavery and suffering in exile. Yet the second meaning of Miriam, limrod, Marie, to rebel, rebellion. She refused to allow the prevalent culture to dominate the Jewish spirit. She rebelled against it, and she empowered all of the women folk to sustain the entire nation, b'schut nashim tzidkaniot. In the merit of the righteous women, we were redeemed from Egypt. Miriam, our school captain, will run a positive counterculture and sustain you all. Chaim Elchanan, aka Adam Jenkelowitz. Chaim, besides meaning life itself, is also what Jews wish each other over a drink. When two Jews come together and they clap cups, they say, L'chaim! Chaim has two yuds representing the two people coming together. And when two people drink and wish each other a bracha, they wish each other to life. Elchanan, in Shmuel Bet, in the 21st chapter, he is a fearless and great warrior. Listen to this, it's slightly confusing. Elchanan, it says, in the Pasuk, not in the commentaries, he's the one who killed the giant Goliath. And all the commentaries pounce on that, and they say, wait a minute, it was King David. And they say, it's okay, don't worry. King David's middle name was Elchanan. Chaim Elchanan will bring the school together, fearlessly face challenges, while focusing on the essential meaning of life. In conclusion, on behalf of the entire family, we bless the talented, formidable, extraordinary leadership team of 2019-2020, Jewish year 5779-5780, to maximize all your God-given gifts and talents and to continue to lead our school to greatness. Mazal tov, and I know you will be tremendously matzliach and make us all so proud.